You can hear immediately if she's good or bad. Patty?
You're on die.
Can you hear her?
Yeah. It's
It'll come up in a minute. I think that's the old one that's there. There we go. There I am. Can you hear me on this one? You can hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's good.
Cool.
You're good.
How weird.
It's the update I'm doing. I bet you.
Totally weird. Here we go. We don't know what it was because it's exactly the same setup as last week. You know, I don't have my headphones plugged, nothing. I do this for a living, remember? Sometimes the Wi-Fi is just weird. It's just weird and it's nothing to do with me or anybody else. So although your suggestions might be helpful to you, telling me the same thing over and over is not always the most helpful. But anyway, I'm here, okay? I've just swapped my phone, that's all. But I've done exactly the same as I always do on exactly the same phone. So it just is what it is. Yeah? Luckily, I have a cup of tea ready. Luckily, always have a cup of tea ready. Okay, how is everybody? Everybody okay? It's really weird looking to the right instead of looking to the left. Let me just move, see if I can move that over the top for the comments. I don't know if it'll stretch. There we go. My tech support is fantastic. Thank you, Ted. They didn't have a clue. We just swapped phones, but that's okay. They're just annoying. That's always the same. That's what I told you, isn't it? It's always the same and it just has to work it out itself. It's as simple as that. So here we go. I'll probably delete that other one in a minute, but anyway, here we are. Welcome to my office, my Ranger office, because I'm still here. Even though this is a Stampers Anonymous launch, we work very closely together, all of us. And so, hello Lee! Stampers Anonymous, they're in there. So we've seen Ted, we've seen Trevor, we've seen Miss Lee, and I've probably missed loads as well. I've probably missed loads and loads and loads. I'm saving my new mug for home, Barry. I'm taking it home with me, if you don't mind. Barry made me a lovely Christmas mug. It's still over. Oh no, it's packed with my stuff to go home. So yeah. Okay, how is everybody? Everybody all right? We have a problem with the heating and even I'm a bit chilly and that's very unusual. Very, very unusual. So yes, we have a Stampers Anonymous release today. Okay, we have five items. Okay, Bonnie, hello darling, hello. Oh, Elizabeth's on her way to Stampers Anonymous. Look out, Elizabeth's coming in from Samplistic. So, hello everybody. Debbie, hello. Right then, so I'm going to turn you around and if I lose you, I might just go for a lie down. But hopefully everything will be fine and we'll be in the right position. So, Melody, hello darling. Oh, Elizabeth, your box is ready to pick up. Ben's box has just arrived as well. So, I'm going to flip you. Which way would it be? This will be hilarious, won't it? So let me flip you this way. Oh, stop it. Just behave. I have a feeling this is going to go sideways. What's going on? Oh, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. Just one moment. There we go. The gremlins are in the building, aren't they? They are definitely in the building. I'm sorry about that. And it's backwards. Okay, so here we go. That one, that one. I think I just want a nice job in a supermarket, like on the checkouts, just going beep, beep, beep. I think that would be nice, wouldn't it? I don't know. Oh my gosh. Oh no, it'll be warm in there, Kathy. It'll be warm in there. It's just at this side of the building. So here we go. Right. Let's move this. These journals in front are to show you. So I'm going to move them to the side because I had my phone on them. So let's move these out of the way. I'm also setting up for class. So it'll be hilarious. So first of all, I have 3 sets of stamps. Oh, that looks like Rhonda's in there as well. I have 3 sets of stamps for you, okay? So I have 2 of the normal size of stamps and I have 1 of the long size of stamps, okay? Now, as you know, let me just move these wires. As you know, in the UK, we don't really do much Halloween, but we do spooky. We do spooky all year long. So my stamps, although you could say that they're maybe for Halloween, they're actually spooky. So they're for all year. They're for all year. Okay. So if we'd have brought these out for Halloween, you'd have only used them at Halloween, and they're not. You know, these stamps are not for Halloween, they are for life. So I use them all over. So although I've got some spooky images in there, you'll see. Anyway, so this is the first stamp. We've got 2 big people. And these can mix and match with all the other stamps, obviously, as well. I'm sorry my mat is off centre, but it's just staying there now. It's just staying there. So this is the first one. And this is called It's Not Tuesday. Okay. So I wonder what that's based on. But anyway, so here is the first one. We've got the gorgeous, gorgeous little face. We have her body with all the doodling in. She has an extra collar, which I also use as horns. She has a bow and she has 2 pairs of legs. Okay, so you can mix and match. She has these legs, which are like spotty tights with some like Doc Martens, and then she has these legs. So she has the leggings with the big boots. Okay, so this one is called It's Not Tuesday, and they are the full size, the big ones. Okay, and then the second one that we have, another one, and again these can mix and match. Okay, so this one is called Maybe Thursday. Okay, so again this is one of the faces from the collage sheets that everybody's been asking me to do. So I gave her a lovely coat. She's got this lovely fashion coat. She's got gloves on. She's got really nice gloves. She's got a big collar. This collar will fit over here. This collar will fit over there. This head will fit on here. This head, etc. And she's got some legs, which again you can see you can mix and match them. And then she's got some big platforms. Okay. So so these are the first 2 stamps, Maybe Thursday and It's Not Tuesday. And then to go with that, we have the gorgeous, what did I call this? Going Batty. The gorgeous Going Batty stamp set. Okay, where we have a large cobweb and we have the small cobweb as well, so you can see here. So again, red rubber. Remember, the longer ones come on a the background like this. They come on a piece of clear cling because we can't get this in this big size. Okay, well we could, but it would shoot the price up, and we don't want to shoot the price up. So we have the 2, and you would use them with the long journal block. Okay, so you would pop them on there and you would use them with the long journal block. Okay, so both of them go on there. So those are the 3 stamp sets that we have. Maybe Thursday, Going Batty, and It's Not Tuesday. And I wait till you see what I've done with them. They're absolutely amazing. And like I said, we could have used them for Halloween, but I'm going to use them all the time. So that's why I've called them spooky rather than Halloween, okay? Because I use cobwebs all years round. I do them with things like this. I do them with flowers. I do them with leaves. I do them with all sorts. So 2 normal sets of the red rubber, 1 of the longest set. I know these are these are not as expensive as these. So yes, Ted says they are spooktacular. By the way, they're on the Stampers Anonymous website, and I would imagine that they're doing a bundle. They are on the Ranger website and they are doing a bundle. Ben will have them on Art from the Heart, but he's not home until Tuesday, so they won't be shipping out to Art from the Heart until Wednesday. He will put a link on a bit. He will be doing a bundle. So they will all be going out. And yet the long journal block is... there's a link there for Stampers Anonymous. They've put them up. These can go on any of the journal blocks, but the longer ones will go. And as you know, every time I do a stamp release, I'm bringing out a long one. So this is this the second? I think that's the second so far. And then we have, and Elizabeth has been waiting for this for a while. Okay, so we have the new puzzle frame. So we had the large puzzle. We had the big 11 by 11 puzzle frame. So we have brought out a new size puzzle frame. Okay, so this one, the inside is 5 by 7. So it's 7 by 9. Oh, I better check that actually. Yes, 7 by 9. Okay, so, and I'll show you it in bits. Somewhere I've got them all in. Hang on. Oh, I'll show you in a minute. So it all comes separate. The puzzle comes out, the frame itself comes out, and the back comes out. Okay, so it's 8 pieces, 6 puzzles, the outside of the frame and the inside of the frame. Okay, so you can see here. So this is the small puzzle frame, and then yes, of course, we have a stencil to go with it, like we do with the big puzzle frame. Okay, so do you need, have I done that upside down? Just let me put it, there we go, it fits. Do you need the stencil? You could draw around these, but this makes your life so much easier, and you can use it in your journals as well. Okay, included in the packaging of the stencil is cutouts that you could actually use on top of the puzzles. Matt is amazing when he does this. So you could cut that out and you could use it straight away. Okay, and then on the back, there's just a little idea for you. This is something I did as a class, and I took a journal page, we shrunk it to 5 by 7, and we added it on. Okay, so we have, so as well as the big journal and the big puzzle and the big stencil, we now have a small puzzle and a small stencil, and these are going to be my Christmas cards. Okay, so that is the things. What should we start with? Should we start with puzzle or should we start with stamps? I'm going to start with frame. Okay, now you saw this one last week. Okay, this was when I was showcasing the new shapes in the Ranger release. So this is the frame without the puzzle. So I put a stencil on the back. I went through with my diamond dusts. I embossed. Can you see this embossing? This is one of my stamps. It's the holly leaf stamp. I embossed with my clear pebbles onto the frame. And then I just added some of my diamond boards, the new shapes. And because this is made, these are made from compressed cardboard. Okay, in fact, I'm going to open it. I'm going to open it and show you. They're made from compressed recycled cardboard. So they're really, really light. So all you need is a bit of like tacky stuff on the back, or a bit of command, like a command strip, and these will hang on the wall. So they come like this. You get the back board. Okay, you get the actual frame, because I want to get right into the nooks and crannies, and when you've got a frame you can't do that. So I decorate the backboard, decorate this, and then tape the two together. It's just double-sided tape, and then you can make the puzzle as well. So this one I don't have, because some I have the back with lots of different puzzles in. Okay, so you don't always have to puzzle, but I have some of these, and these are going to hang on my wall. Okay, so that's the first one, and that you saw that one last week. You also saw this one last week as well. Okay, and this one has got a puzzle in. So again, because it's compressed cardboard, you don't have to prime it, you don't have to sand it. It's the best stuff ever. It's exactly the same as Tim's Etc. Ray. Oh, is it Etc. or Eclectica? Oh my gosh, can't remember the name. But Tim's big tags, it's the same of that. So again, with this one, round the edge, I've stamped. Let me show you what those two were. Hang on. this is Holly and the Ivy. So I stamped Holly and the Ivy around the edge there. And on the Holly one, oh, I don't have it down here. I think it's called Under the Mistletoe is what I stamped the other. So I stamped around the edge here, and then I coloured it in with my dust. And then the actual jigsaw, I coloured it with each colour of my brand new paints that were going out that we did last week. If you haven't got them, again, get them while you're doing this. Stampers Anonymous have all the colours, Range have all the colours, Ben has all the colours. So I stamped Mr. Boo's Big Adventure right across and just embossed it in my pebbles and embossed these on the top. And then the puzzle itself, oh, and then the inside of the frame, again, I used 3 colours of my new paints and a stencil on the top, which is rather gorgeous. And then on the back, look, I just wrote the words to Santa Claus is Coming to Town. So you've got a double jigsaw. You can have your jigsaw this way round, or you can do your jigsaw this way round, okay? So they come out, you can use them as well as, you know, they're usable as well as being decorative. So they are rather gorgeous. So I am going to make quite a few like this. This is going to be sat on my coffee table. I'm going to make quite a few jigsaws. I'm going to have a little box with all the different jigsaws in so that the kids can play and they can make these, you know. So those are the 2 that you did see last week, okay. Then I've also done, here is one. This is a Christmas one, okay. So this similar, I've done it in, this is Blue Lagoon. So I just painted it in Blue Lagoon first. This is a journal page, okay. And I just shrunk it down to 5 by 7, and I shrunk it down twice, for example. So these are going to be my Christmas cards, okay? So that when I give these to people, they're going to get this and they're going to get this. So they can put this on the wall and they can keep it. Now, if it's a family, they're going to get one of these each on the presents, and that will build up into a jigsaw, okay. So that's what I'm going to do with those. So I just printed these, well, I didn't, so I just scanned my pictures, printed them at 5 by, this is 5 by 7, the inside, okay, and then added them on the top. And again, look at the back, hang on, let me see, I don't know which way this goes. I don't know if it's upside down or what. No, this is where you need your grandchildren to do all this for me. Pink, no, pink. Oh, the heating's just kicked on. I can smell it. There you go. So I used one of my stencils. I just used a paint pen on the back through the stencil, okay, and then we've got the jigsaw in here as well. So as I say, these will be I will use these as on the gift tags. Just tie some ribbon around the top, put them on the presents, and then they'll have already had the card. I'm going to write on the back blah blah blah, and that's going to be the card. So that's one of them there, okay. Here's another Christmas one. So this one here, I love black, you know I do, love black. So even though this is like a Christmassy, again, this is one of my journal pages. So this started off big, shrunk it to 5 by 7. So it's a really, I mean, it's a really useful size, is 5 by 7. So the edges, I stamped one of the stamps from, just a minute, here we go. It was this from No Place Like Gnome. Okay, so I stamped that all around the edge, embossed it with my pebbles, my clear pebbles, because it picks up the black, and then I coloured it in with my dusts, okay. And then I've done exactly the same on the inside. There's the picture, because this is going to be instead of a card, okay. On the back of this jigsaw, I used my Star Flurry stencil, because it's such a beautiful surface to write on. I cannot tell you, it's, oh my gosh, it's so smooth. So these are my Posca pens, and it's on the Star Flurry there, or we can turn it over and we can make the jigsaw this way, Okay, so the jigsaws can go on their own or they can go like this, but they're so light. That's not going to cost a lot to mail or anything like that. So there we go. I've got one more Christmas one and then I'm going to show you a spooky. Okay, so this one, I didn't even paint. I just used it exactly like this. I was teaching gingerbread on Monday. I was teaching gingerbread houses, gingerbread trees, etc. And gingerbread is brown. So I didn't do anything to this frame. I didn't do anything at all. It's exactly as it came out the packet, like that, okay? And I used my ton of trees stencil. So I kept it in like that. I drew my ton of trees. There's the star flurry stencil, there's dot grid stencil, and that's my big snowflake stencil. All of these are on the ton of trees stencil as well. So that's what I did, but you could do anything. Doodled them because I love to doodle, you know I do. And then I just added a little bit of white just around the edge. Okay, now with this one, I wanted it to be slightly different on the inside. So I did exactly the same on the inside, but coloured. Can you see? So I came out on the frame and I just redrew it again with the ton of trees stencil. So I just redrew it on the inside and I did Posca pens. And it's such a smooth surface. It's not like wood or anything that will raise the grain. It's just beautiful. So that is exactly the, oops, hang on. Can you see it's exactly the same? Because you could do freehand, but this is just with the stencil. So that's why I had it coming out on the frame a little bit. And then on the back of this, I have the words to Oh Christmas Tree. So, oh Christmas tree, how lovely are your branches. So again, it's going to be a Christmas card, come present, come gift tags. I'm just going to tie ribbon round the extremities and put them on tags. So you can see there, and I used exactly the same colours as I used on there. Okay, so that was dead easy to do. That was just no painting whatsoever. Okay, so there's some little Christmas ideas for you, and I am going to have to beg Stampers Anonymous to send me a load more because I've used up all my examples. Okay, now the packaging on the back of the stencil, where did that go? I actually made, where did I put the stencil? Here. I have got samples of those and I left them in England. So Emmy will put up the pictures. I made one in blue, one in red and one in green. So I've got lots of those samples, but I forgot them. And Jay has got a beautiful sample in the UK as well. When I go back to the UK, I'll showcase them, but they're not here. Okay, we might know a guy. Hey. So this one is a bit more spooky. So this is painted in, and I don't varnish either. You don't have to do anything with it. This is painted in my Just Indigo shimmer. You can see the shimmer, can't you? You can see the shimmer there. So, and again, look, this is the Going Batty stamp round the edge and stamped with my black, embossed with my black pebbles. How cool is that? And again, I don't think I did anything on the back. I ran out of time. But again, I've got the picture. So this can go on the wall. This can go in my jigsaw basket. Or I can just do the two together. Okay? If you look here, you will be seeing this page. But you can see here where I've got the large cobweb there. And then I've got the small cobweb going around. And this is one of the heads. This is the head of, I think that's It's Not Tuesday. Let's have a look. Yes, that's from It's Not Tuesday. And the little spider webs, the buns, are from here as well. So there we go. So that's that one. And then I have one more to show you. So wait till you see what I've done with the last one. I honestly, I only stopped because I ran out of frames. So here we go. Right, so here is the last one I'm going to show you. And I've made it a frame on the journal, okay? This journal is finished, actually. This is a finished journal. So I'm about ready to do a flip through for the Dandelion Club. So I've got some to do. So what I did on here, I used the large Crazy Paving stencil. and I drew all over the journal. I painted the journal black. This is a ledger journal. I painted the journal black. I drew all over here and did this in white. Placed the stencil back on so it was in exactly the same position. Just on the backboard. Just on this board. Okay. Did that with... oh, 1 minute. My jigsaw's come out. My jigsaws. Which way was it? That way. Sorry about that. I flipped it upside down without thinking. There we go. So again, put the stencil over the backboard. Okay, just left that. Painted it black. And this is the dust. This is the dust made in paints. But again, can you see where I've stamped going batty around the edge? It's so effective. And then I've just coloured in here. And then I stamped... Oh, I've got them all upside down now. That's what's going on. I was like, what's happening? But they're all upside down. Let me just put that over there. So I painted this, stamped this, embossed it, and then glued the two together with tape. And then I just taped it onto the book. So, and it will still open. You still, you know, this will still come across like so. And you can still, I've just got to paint the inside and I can still open the book. So that book is finished. Okay, so that's all the frames. So now let's get on to the stamps. Okay, I'm going to start in this small black book. And everything in this small black book, Jay made. Jay did these for me. Okay, so here's a little rather gorgeous one. So this she just stamped out in with black archival ink. And she's coloured this in her own distinctive style of colouring. You can always tell when Jay's coloured and not me. This is urchins in the background here on a blocked background. And can you see where she's actually cut the bats out? So you can either stamp them and cut the bats out, but we were sneaky and we got a second one and we cut all the bats off. We cut all the bats off so we can stamp and stamp and stamp and stamp. Okay, and then there's a little cobweb there. So she made this one. She always also did this one. Yeah, I use it in the hair. Where did she put it? She put it in the hair like that. I use it as horns as well. So this one, as you can see, this is on craft, embossed. So this time I stamped it on craft, embossed it with the black pebbles. And then this is coloured in with the dust. Okay, can you see that? Do you get that shimmer going there? And this is Munster Mash. This is the little thing from Munster Mash that she's just popped the head on, because everything can be, you know, mixed and matched. And then one more from Jay, lovely blocked background. And again, she's done her own distinctive colouring the way that she does it. She has stamped and embossed one of the large cobwebs in each corner and then added some extra bats on top. And this, again, is from Munster Mash. Okay, this is just stamped in craft. So those were all Jay's. Okay, she has done more as well. No, they don't come with dies. I only do dies now and again. They're a Spellbinders release. So I only do them now and again. Okay, so let's look at some more samples. I think I've only got one in here. Yeah, this is on a craft page. Okay, so this is on a craft page, and I just outline, I forgot to re-outline. I just used the coffins stencil from last year. I've coloured down here with the dust, and then these were stamped and embossed with black. That's the beauty of me having my pebbles. We can emboss with clear onto black card. So stamped and embossed with black, and then everything, can you see the shimmer? Everything is coloured in with shimmer. And this is from Mischievous Malcolm. Okay, so that's from Mischievous Malcolm on there. So that's one. I knew there was only one in there. How many have we got in this one? We've got a couple in this one. This is a classics journal. So here we go. Stamped and embossed onto craft again. So I was thinking of like the shine in here, so I made twins. So I used the same stamp for the bodies, I used the two different heads, and I used the big chunky platforms here. And it's, I find myself stuck between I don't care, I don't know, and I don't give a frick. So that was that one there. And again, because I've stamped and embossed, all I coloured was the lips. I coloured the lips and eyes. I didn't want to do anything else. And that's on a lovely blocked background. Okay, another one. This is on one of Emmy's backgrounds. This is one of Emmy loves, Jay loves a block background, Emmy loves a quilted background. So this is with the quilt stamp. Okay, and here again, these are stamped because of the orange. This is stamped, can you see, on the craft. So just on the craft tags there, and then coloured in with the inky water brushes. She's taking her little Munster for a walk. He's from Munster Mash, which is an old stamp set that people all of a sudden have been buying like mad again. Now the heating's clicked on. I think I might have to open the window a bit. There we go. So this is just coloured in with ink, and its life is so much more enjoyable now that I've decided I really don't care. It's fair enough, isn't it? So this one is on straight onto the craft page. Now look at the webs in the background. They are stamped and embossed with clear straight onto the background of the craft. Can you see? Because my clear powder picks up the colour of the card underneath. So this is my clear pebbles, just stamped. I stamped the big cobweb down both sides, and I stamped the small cobweb across the top. You can easily stamp in your journal and just tip it up to heat. Again, this is on craft. This is stamped on separate craft. This is coloured in with my inky water brushes. The houses, which are from this old house, which is an old stamp set, and the spider, I think, is from, it's either Mischievous Malcolm or Munster Mash. They are just stamped on black and then and embossed with clear. So everything on there is embossed with clear, but this is stamped and embossed with the black pebbles. Okay, so we have that. Another one here, again, blocked background, all coloured in. This is just stamped, not embossed, all coloured in with my inky water brushes from Munster Mash, giving him the little roof as a hat, and then I've given the one here. So I may not understand your level of stupidity, but I do admire your total commitment to it. Rhonda, do you want to link Munster Mash as well, and Mischievous Malcolm and This Old House? You can make, because those are some of the stamps that I've sort of used in these as well. Which one is next? There's still stuff you can't see in here, so that's why I'm being careful. Here's another one. So with this one, it just says you're never going to burn that crazy off. I've got, this is maybe Thursday. This is all maybe Thursday. One of the little, this is, oh, it's Katie. This is Katie, the little gnome. Okay, I used another pair of feet. I probably chopped the feet off on the last one. There you go. See where I chopped the feet off? So I used it again, used it as the house, and I've got Munster Mash just sat on the top of the house. And then the last one in this book is on a black page. And it's, look at this, look how gorgeous. So I just stamped and embossed straight onto the page, and then I coloured it in with laid back lilac dust. I turned the laid back lilac dust into paint, coloured it in, and then these are stamped onto black card, onto black card stuff, cardstock, embossed with the black, my black pebbles. It's so much easier to colour when you use the pebbles as well, because it creates like an outline. But look how stunning has that come. And it says, I may not understand your level of stupidity, but I do admire your total commitment to it. Okay, so what have we got in this one? What is this? This is a ledger journal. I've used all sorts. You know what I'm like, I use all sorts. So this, and I think I left a journal at home. This is a ledger journal. So here we go. Now this is the, oops, hang on. This is this. You see? This is this page. So I took this page, I scanned it, excuse me, and I shrunk it to 5 by 5. Okay, to make the jigsaw. And you can see here, I've used one of the webs for her to sit on. This is from Honey Bunny. There's the little collar. I've just used it there as a collar. This is part of the cobweb, so I've given her like little space buns. We've got some extra bats on. The robin, I've given, these are, this is from, oh my gosh, one of the, this is from, is this Mavis? I think this is from Mavis. And then I've added the cobwebs. I stamped the cobwebs directly. Everything else was just cut out. And it says, the world turned upside down in a good way for one black velvet night. Okay, so you can mix and match with all your other stamps as well. Don't think you just use them on your own. Here we go again. This one says, no good deed will I do again. And that's an Elphaba. That's an Elphaba staying. So again, it's not Tuesday. Just stamped directly onto mixed media cardstock. Stamped the wings, cut them a bit. Stamped this, cut them a bit shorter, you can see, to make the wings there. Again, cut a little bit here to put in her hair. I wanted it all sort of in, you know, purples and greys. So she's got her gorgeous wings. And then I just added 2 little pussycats on the bottom. So you can mix with everything. Whereas if I'd have done them as Halloween, I think people would have thought they were only Halloween. Okay, so this one here, again, I've made the cobwebs her skirt. Okay, so this actually, I did do a Halloween quote on here, but got the background. These I stamped onto separate card. So I stamped these onto separate card, cut them out, okay? But I could have stamped them straight on, but I wanted to stamp them separately because I wanted it on the top. So this is, it's maybe Tuesday. I used the top part of her dress as a top. I gave one of the cobwebs as like a little tutu. So because it was like a little tutu, I decided to cut her legs apart. So she was like dancing, and I gave her tiny little wings on her, on the back of her shoes as well, okay? And again, I put some extra little bats flying around. All of these pictures will be on the Dylusions page. They'll all be there for you to see, okay? And then I just wrote this quote all the way down, and that is actually a Halloween quote, but you know. So, and then the last one in this book is this one here. This page was already made. These were already on. This is from cutting out of a different page. So I used the page that was already there, okay? I added some cobwebs across the top. I added the large cat's head here on a little branch. And then what I did was I took her head and body there, and then I just had the legs coming out the side. Yes, it doesn't look natural, but it's a page. It's just a journal page. Had another little cat sat on the top, gave her a little bat there, some more bats, and gave some of the little fish bones and the wool, okay? So you can, just to show you can mix with everything. Right, last book. And then we can just recap. We're nearly there, we're nearly there, we're nearly there. Okay, where are we? Okay, hang on a minute. This book is now finished, so this is going to be in the Dandelion. In the Dandelion Club, I'm going to do run through. So again, the background, I stamped just up the sides, just with the small on a, you know, with black archival ink. So I just stamped that up there, my black linen. I cut one out to go across the top, but I cut these out first. You know me, I stamp everything, stamp everything, stamp everything, cut everything out. So she's on there. I made her legs a bit shorter because I wanted her there, and then I wanted this to go across the top. I gave her a little wing with a little bit of the cobweb. This is the spider from before, from the Munster Mash, and this is the cat, just my normal cat, and these eyes are on, I think they're on Munster Mash, these eyes. So I just gave the cat these eyes, and again the collar, look, I gave him little devil, I just gave him little devil horns, okay, on there. So that's that one. Oh, this one next. This one, I actually cut out the cobweb. I wouldn't recommend it, but it does look stunning, doesn't it? So I actually cut, this was a page I did in a doodle class, okay? I cut the cobweb out, put it in the corner. This is Honey Bunny's body, okay? This is from the cupcakes. So this is Honey Bunny's body. The paintbrush and the paint are from the Art from the Heart anniversary stamp, which you can get from Art from the Heart. and you can get from Stampers Anonymous. That's the Art from the Heart anniversary stamp. So is the crown, actually. The head is from here. I just cut the plaits off. I gave her little space buns again, and I just coloured these two bright, and everything here was grey, and it just says I'm hosting an antisocial party. No one is invited. Yes, there should be on Art from the Heart. Has a link not gone up? There will be there. There's always a bundle on there. Is one of these is 2. Oh no, here we go. Here's another one. So this one here is using my die cuts, the die cuts I brought out last year. So these aren't the stamps, these are the die cuts. That's Mischievous Malcolm and the Munsters. But in the background, I stamped the, what I did was, I stamped like this, that way, and then I stamped that half this way. Can you see? So they overlapped slightly because I wanted to make the corners. I cut out one of the long ones from Going Batty, added that there, and then I just added some die cuts in. So you can use them with anything. You can use them with my collage, you can use them with my new stamps, you can use them with my old stamps, you can use them with the die cuts, you can use them with everything. Now this is the bigger stencil, but this is the idea that you can do with the smaller stencil in your journal. So the puzzle stencil you can use in there as well. Here we go, we've got one again. So again, I've given them a seat to sit on, and I've turned her into a cat. You can see she's got her body, but I took the cat's head and I took the cat's tail, added them on, gave it some little horns, added the eyes again from Munster Mash. This is the die cut from Munster Mash, stamped across the 3 in the background. And look at this, I found the little ants. So those are my old little ants that I popped on as well and gave crazy eyes. Okay, so one more, but I'm just going to get a piece of paper so you can just see one at once, so it's not too off-putting for you. There we go. So this time I gave her it as a crown. So I added some of the village from, this old house. So I added some of those. This is the stamp. You can see the difference. There's the stamp and there's the die cut. This is the stamp. Here she is again. And she's got this. And it just says up bright and early, so I can get a head start on hating everything. And then the last one is all in black. So this is the last one. I stamped onto the page with the smaller Going Batty. I embossed them with my black pebbles. As you can see, I embossed all round. I normally do one side and the top emboss and heat, then the other side and the top emboss and heat. Okay, this is maybe Thursday. I stamped and embossed her. Can you see I embossed her in the clear? And then I just took a white pen and went round the embossing, and it just says pack your bags, we're going on a guilt trip. Okay, so there you go. Those are the stamps. I'm just going to quickly recap the actual items. Oh, and then I'm going to go live in the Dandelion Club. So here we go. We started with, hang on, do it that way, that's it. We started with the new size puzzle frame. Now, just to let you know, if you've got the bigger puzzle, this is a lot lighter because I went with the thinner. The bigger puzzle is twice the width of this, okay? But because I wanted to use them on journals and I wanted to use them as cards and etc., I went with a thinner width. So if you've got the big puzzle, this width here is the width of the back and the width of the frame, okay? So it'll be double thickness on the bigger frame, but it's a much bigger frame. But this is a lot thinner. I wish I could tell you the measurement, but I don't know. I think this is 1/8 of an inch, and I think the bigger frame is 1/4 of an inch. Okay, so you get the backboard. As usual, this comes off, so you can decorate everything really nicely. I just use double-sided tape. I stick this together with double-sided tape, and then I don't use any primer. I don't do any sanding. I go straight on it, or I'll just draw on it. Okay, so there is the puzzle frame. And then we also have, I've got samples of this in the journal, and it must be in the one at home because I made pages with them as well because it's perfect for the journal. But if you want to cut out your shapes, that is the stencil that goes with it. You also get a little template there. You can cut this up and make that, you know, you could decorate, you could make that yourself. So we have the puzzle frame and we have the stencil, okay? And then we have 3 stamp sets. We have 2 normal size, so we have It's Not Tuesday, okay? So we have the gorgeous head with her body, interchangeable legs. This is a collar, but you've seen we also use them as a hair bow, we use them as horns, we use them as all sorts. And she has a little bow as well, because this little bow, I've done it and probably forgotten to tell you, we put them on here, so we can put bows on here. We also put I put bats on there as little hair bobbles as well, okay? So It's Not Tuesday. Then maybe Thursday, everything is interchangeable. They all interchange with the stamps that I already have. She has her little ring arounds there, and she has her little space buns up top. She's got this beautiful patterned coat on, and she's got some nice leather gloves, and she has checked trousers. Again, you can mix and match all of them. Can you see these legs? Well, I don't know how I can do it. These legs go with these. So she has her checked trousers on there. She also has her big funky platforms, okay? So we have 2 of the bodies, and then we have another of the long sets. This is the second one. The first one was leaves. This is the second one. Every release there will be a long set, okay? So this is called Going Batty, and it has the 2 cobwebs on. Now the cobwebs are bigger. Can you see? If you look at this side, the cobwebs are larger than the drawing on the back. The cobwebs here. And if you bought the journal block last time, you can see they fit. So they're just short of 11 inches. This is an 11-inch block, and they're just short of 11 inches. So this is the 3rd stamp. So there we go. That is the 5 items in today's release. I hope you enjoyed it. If you look on the page later, Emmy will have put up every sample, including the ones from Jay that I haven't got here to show you. She'll also have all the pictures with showing her done, you know, like this, showing this was done with this, etc. She'll have all those. Everything will be there. If you are a dandelion, give me 5 minutes to make another cup of tea. Run to the Ranger bathroom, run back, and I will be going live in the Dandelion Club. Now, if you are a dandelion, I will be giving all this away. So somebody will win a puzzle, somebody will win a stencil, somebody will win this stamp, somebody will win this stamp, and somebody will win this stamp. And I also have a special for you. Okay, 1 minute. Somebody will win a puzzle with the original picture that I did. So somebody will win this. So it is the puzzle frame, exactly the same. And you only get it if you're in the dandelion. And in here is the backing piece, and it's cut up into the jigsaw for you. Look at this. It's actually cut into the jigsaw specially for you. So one of my dandelions will receive that as well. Okay, so the Dandelion Club, if you didn't know, is a subscription-based club where I do all sorts. We do giveaways, I do 2 videos a week, we do classes, we do all sorts. But that will be going. So everything you see here will be given away in the Dandelion Club as well. Okay. So, thank you so much. That's it for the year. I'm done. I'm finished. I'm done. I'm not doing Christmas. You might say, why? Why aren't you doing Christmas, Diane? Do you know what? I'm going to do Christmas in July. And I'm just done. I just want to concentrate on all this stuff. And I am going to be doing Christmas. I am going to be doing the tags of Christmas. So, probably starting December the 1st, I'm going to be going live every single day on YouTube. I will put it on here, but I'll be going live on YouTube doing a tag a day. Some will be the new board, some will be tags. I might be using some of this, I might be using collage, I might be using stamps, and I'll do as many as I can. I'm not going to promise to do 24. I'm going to promise to do 12, and hopefully I'll do a lot more than that. So, Stampers Anonymous, it's linked on the bottom, okay? You can go there, you can buy the bundle, you can buy the other things. Ranger, their products are in. You can go, Emmy normally links the Ranger, you can go buy the bundle there, etc. They don't have the older stamps, but they have everything else. Don't forget the newer paints as well if you didn't get those. Art from the Heart, I saw somebody put a link up there. It's in stock, but it will not ship till Ben's home next week, okay? If you are a store, tag yourself in this, put yourself up there. There we go, stamplistic.com. She's driving there. There will be in the store in about an hour and a half probably. But if you have a local store, put their name on here as well. And I hope you love it. I'm just over the moon. I'm absolutely over the moon. So thank you to everybody for everything this year, to Ranger, to Stampers Anonymous, to Spellbinders for my releases. It's been amazing, and the only thing to let it down is my technical ability, but I don't care. It is what it is. So I'm going to go, and thank you so much, and thank you for tuning in for what the elves have brought me, and I'll see you all next time for this. This will be the last live. I have got classes, as you know. There's classes you can purchase on my website. I always do a free class between Christmas and New Year. There will be the Legend of the Stripy Trees. I'm just announcing another class, and I've just announced 2 classes at Stampers Anonymous in January going into February. So the last, let me tell you, I've forgotten what they are. Hang on. Where have I put my piece of paper? Anyway, it's the very last week in January, 31st, 1st and 2nd of February. That's making your own journal. And the week before, the Saturday, Sunday, Monday is everything stamping. Everything. Oh my gosh, embossing, ultra thicking, masking, you name it. So there's 2 classes in January to February. I will be at Stampers Anonymous. Okay? And Emmy will be releasing them maybe tomorrow. Okay, but look out for those. Okay. Mwah. See you all soon. Bye. I'm going to try the finish.